Hello, I hope you're doing well, that you're filled with every grace and blessing. I'm continuing now from the book from St. Francis de Sales, Philothea, An Introduction to the Devout Life. And we are at chapter 24. The title is Purifying Ourselves from Evil Inclinations. And he says, "Furthermore, we have certain inclinations, which, as they do not arise from our individual sins, are not precisely either mortal or venial sins, but rather imperfections. And their results are faults and deficiencies. For instance, St. Jerome relates that St. Paula was naturally so disposed to sadness and melancholy that when she lost her husband and children, she nearly died of grief. This was an imperfection, not a sin, as it was against her desire and will. Some are naturally light of purpose, some disputatious, others are disposed to impatience, to anger, or to softness. Indeed, there are few in whom we do not perceive some such imperfections. But although they are natural infirmities, still by care and watchfulness they may be restrained and corrected, and at last overcome and cured. And this, my daughter, you must do. We have discovered that by cutting the foot of the tree and letting the sap escape, we can change the bitter almond tree into that which bears pleasant fruit. Shall we not also be able to get rid of our perverse inclinations and acquire better? There is no disposition so good by nature that it cannot acquire bad habits. Neither is there any disposition naturally so perverse that by the grace of God, united to diligence and industry, it may not be conquered and subdued. To this end, I shall counsel you and furnish you with exercises whereby to purify the soul of dangerous inclinations, imperfections, and tendencies to venial sins, and to be more and more strengthened against mortal sins. May God give you grace to use them profitably." So we all have these imperfections and inclinations in us by nature. But how much hope we can have when we put all our trust in God, who gives us all the graces we need through his sacraments, through the sacrament of confession, through receiving him in Holy Communion. He gives us everything we need to be holy as he is holy. This is a command from God. Be holy as I am holy. And he doesn't ask of us what he cannot do. He can make us holy. We just have to have this willingness, this goodwill, and persevere in our efforts. And the efforts will be given to us in the further chapters. He will, St. Francis de Sales will help us by showing us specifically the steps that we can take in order to be wide open to the grace of God. God bless you.